Girbeagly!
Hey there guys and gals, it's Girbeagly with another episode of Gaming with Girbeagly, and I'm once again playing the game Katawa Shoujo, and last episode we went for a morning run with Emmy and we found out just how out of shape Hisao is. We also went to the roof to eat with Emmy and Rin again, and it was great, and we agreed to go to Emmy's track meet. I believe it's in a week game time, but Hisao was wandering around and he was sort of bored, so he ended up going to the track practice to see Emmy, and we're about to see what Emmy has to say about that.
What are you doing down here, Hisao? Come to spy on me, have you?
I give a shrug. To be honest, I'm not sure why I'm down here. I didn't have anything better to do. I figure that's about right. At the moment, Emmy's the only person I can think of who I could visit.
So, I'm your last resort, am I? Nobody cool around, so I'll just go see Emmy. Is that what you thought?
She actually looks angry. A chance for some teasing of my own presents itself. Actually, yeah, I guess you are. Emmy pouts, widening her eyes to give the maximum amount of puppy dog resemblance. Kidding! I was kidding!
So, you are down here to stalk me.
Wait, what? That's not what I meant. Why would I stalk you anyway? It's not like you require stalking. If you're not a sleeper in class, you're down here, right? Emmy laughs at this comment.
Well, you're not all wrong, I suppose, but you forgot about eating. I do that too, you know?
I nod, conceding the point.
Plus, I hang out with Rin sometimes too, so really, I might take some effort to stalk.
What do you two do together anyway? You don't seem to have a lot in common. She puts her hands on her hips and assumes a superior air.
That's what you think. I've got all sorts of hidden hobbies, you know?
Oh, really? Like what? Emmy puts her head to one side as if she's trying to remember what it is she does in her free time.
Well, Rin and I go out shopping sometimes.
I guess that makes sense. Emmy's a girl after all. But Rin? That's an interesting way to put it, dude. Oh, she's a girl, of course she goes shopping. I go shopping all the time, I'm a guy. Then again, I do a girl voice. Rin comes with you?
We usually swing by the art supply store. Plus, she likes this music store that sells all kinds of weird sounding stuff. She says it helps her focus.
That makes a little more sense. I see. Any other hidden hobbies? Emmy wags a finger at me.
No. Why would I go and reveal all my dark secrets to you? We hardly know one another.
Somehow I think that's all that Emmy has in the way of hobbies. Still, I don't think my question's been answered. Even if you do have a few hobbies, I still don't see why you hang out with Rin so much. I mean, she's kind of weird, isn't she? This comment causes Emmy to laugh loudly.
Ha! That's the understatement of the year!
So why? I mean, you're a lot better at conversation and stuff, so I figure you'd hang out with a lot of people, but I think I've only seen you out with Rin. Emmy seems unusually defensive.
Hey, I hang out with plenty of people who aren't Rin. You just don't see me doing it because I'm not in your classes.
Okay, but that still doesn't explain why you hang out with Rin. I'm not even sure why I want to know this. I guess it's because lunch was so strange. And honestly, dude, like, why are you questioning this? Like, they are hallmates. They already explained that. So they were friends from the beginning. Emmy shrugs, looking for a moment very Rin-ish.
It's because we have similar outlooks.
If you were to ask me the least likely answer to my question, that would be it. What do you mean?
It's like... Okay, Rin paints and stuff, right?
Yeah? I'm not sure where this is going.
Well, I run.
And?
And that's why we're similar.
You lost me. Emmy frowns as if trying to figure out her answer.
Well, maybe it's that we do things for the same reasons.
Huh?
You know, we follow our passions.
So you're passionate about running and Rin's passionate about art, is that it?
Well, sort of. Let me think. Well, Rin explained it to me once, but I don't know how much of it I followed.
Not surprising. I think any explanation from Rin would probably confuse anyone.
She says we both chase after an extreme. Like, she's always trying to find a new way to show a particular feeling or something. And I run because of the feeling I get from it. And since we don't allow ourselves to be slowed down by anything, we make a connection based on that.
What do you mean, slowed down by anything? Emmy looks surprised and points to her legs. Yeah, duh, Hisao. This is obviously them finding a way to overcome their issues.
You know, because I'm a runner, and Rin's a painter, even without arms. so we respect each other's determination. And that's why we hang out. I think.
Well, I'm not sure that made any sense to me, but from Emmy's sheepish expression, she's not sure about it either. Honestly, it made sense to me. I get it.
Honestly, it's not something I think about much. We just get along. I think that's all that really matters.
I suppose she's got a point there. Another question strikes me, and since I've got nothing better to do, I ask it. So, what got you so into running anyway?
Oh, I've been running since I was really little. My dad was a runner, and so as soon as I could walk, he started teaching me how to run. It was our father-daughter thing, you know? Our own mutual hobby.
A shadow crosses her face, and I'm shocked to see her looking sad. Did something happen between them?
Man, I don't have a lot of time left. Sorry, but I've got to get a few more laps in before I go see the nurse.
She races off around the track, hair streaming in the wind. It seems to me she's going a lot faster than she was this morning. As she rounds the track, I catch a glimpse of her face. It's much the same as it was this morning, but her eyes seem to have taken on a harder edge. I guess she's right. I don't really know much about her. I watch her run for a little while and then stand up to head back to my room.
Hey!
She spots me leaving and waves to catch my attention.
Don't forget, same time tomorrow morning, got it?
Got it. I head back to my room. Homework beckons. Ugh. So, obviously there's something that went on between Emmy and her dad. I don't know, maybe her dad rejected her, if she lost her legs in an accident, or something along those lines. I have no idea. I guess we'll find out. I love that every character has like a deeper backstory to them. It really adds so much more personality to all the characters and to each route that you can take. I can't sleep. My body's tired, but my mind is kept awake, staring at the ceiling in the hollow darkness of my room. I grasp desperately for a thread of thought, hoping that I can run my brain into the ground. All I can think of is how I can't think of anything. This is not productive at all. I wonder if this is a side effect of my medication, though it seems odd for it to take so long to show up. Then again, maybe I'm just not as used to my new surroundings as I'd like to think. I don't know, but for whatever reason, I'm awake and I shouldn't be. This is ridiculous. Ignoring my body's stiffness, I get out of bed and look at my clock. 4 in the morning. Last time I checked, it was only 1, so maybe I slept a little. I don't know. I throw on some clothes and head out of my room. A walk might do me some good. I'm surprised at how chilled the air is compared to the relative warmth of the day. I can almost see my breath as I wander the campus, looking for the sun to come up or for me to fall asleep. At this point, either option works for me. I find myself at the track, where, for the first time, Emmy's not out running. I suppose that makes sense. It's too early, even for her. The bleacher seats are cold, but at this point I welcome the sensation. The sun is starting to show its face over the horizon, and I know with an awful certainty that I'll get no more sleep tonight. The sun's steadily strengthening rays start to warm me up, and I watch the dew on the ground begin to steam slightly. My mind calms down a little. Oh man, you're gonna fall asleep on the bleachers like a weirdo! Sow! Someone's shaking me, totally Emmy.
Hey, wake up!
Huh? What? I guess I fell asleep after all.
What are you doing out here? You're going to catch a cold or something.
I rub my eyes and am confronted by Emmy, who bends over me with a worried expression. I'm still a little groggy, so my response comes out in a mumble. Couldn't sleep. Watch the sun come up.
Sounds like something Rin would say.
I shrug, feeling the stiffness that comes with sleeping on a bench for a few hours. Is it? I wouldn't know. Emmy grins a little at my somewhat cranky response.
So, couldn't sleep, huh? Obviously, we need to run you harder today.
Even though I've only known her for about a week, this seems a very Emmy-ish response to the problem. It does. She's very, very full of gusto. I dig it. Hey, my body was plenty exhausted after yesterday. My mind was just racing, that's all.
I don't see the difference. If you run hard enough, your brain will get tired too.
I'm seriously questioning the wisdom of doing this first thing in the morning. I don't know if my grades will be able to handle me tiring my brain out like that. Oh, what was that? Why'd it shake? Emmy pulls me up from the bleachers with surprising strength for someone her size. Oh, that's it.
Now come on, Hasao, we've got work to do.
I don't actually know if I'm up to this today, to be honest. I mean, I obviously didn't get much sleep, and what sleep I got was on the bleachers. I don't know, should I really be running? Emmy glares at me. Good heavens.
What are you talking about? Of course you should be running. How else do you suspect to work out the kinks? You've been sleeping on the bleachers, for heaven's sake. The best thing to get that soreness out is to run around a little. Now stop hiding in the bleachers and get down here.
There's no arguing that. I'm pretty sure she'd kill me if I didn't do as she said. I get to my feet and hop down to the track. Dude, is he even in running clothes? I feel like he probably didn't go to bed in them. Is he in his, like, pajamas running around the track now? The sun is warming things up rather nicely, I think. Emmy and I begin to stretch out, and I find myself once again hard-pressed not to stare. If this is how I have to if this is how I have to wake up every day, I might be able to get used to this.
You know, Hisao, it's not polite to stare.
I wasn't staring, I swear. Oh man, she totally caught him. Emmy raises an eyebrow and considers me for a minute, as if evaluating my response. There's a brief moment where I'm afraid for my life. But then she smiles and laughs, shaking her head slowly.
Honestly, you didn't have to deny it so strenuously.
In response, I clap my hands together and go for a change of subject. So, that's enough stretching, right? Emmy gives a casual shrug.
Do you feel stretched? That's how you tell.
Well, I do feel up to the run, if that's what she means. Yeah, I feel ready to go.
Same as yesterday, okay? We'll just run for a mile at a steady pace. Don't worry about getting really fast, just worry about keeping the pace, got it?
You're the boss. Emmy grins again and we take off around the track. Oh yeah, this music as we're running. Gotta go fast. I think I'm gonna die. We're not even done with the first lap and my legs are on fire. My breath is coming in ragged gasps. I can feel sweat pouring down my brow and we've only just now rounded the second turn.
Come on, Hisao. You've got 3 more laps to go.
I can't do this. I think I might hurl. Somehow we're on the second lap. Emmy's not even sweating. How could she do this so effortlessly? For some reason, I'm still moving. She's like a machine. Third lap. What happened to the second?
Almost there, Hisao.
Liar, we've got another 2. Nothing to be done. I can't do this. Emmy whirls around and begins running backwards. Her face is a mask of anger that surprises me.
Never say that. If you say that, you'll already have lost. Keep moving. If you're alive, you can keep moving, damn it.
Whoa, language. We're on the 4th lap now. Shirley seems to want me to keep going. Legs move. They feel so sluggish. I'm in mud or molasses or tar. I can't go on. I'll go on.
Final stretch, Hisao. Give it all you've got.
I pump my legs as fast as they'll go. They keep refusing to obey my commands. Somehow, I keep moving. Somehow, I finish.
That's it, Hisao. I knew you had it in you.
The anger Emmy showed a lap ago is gone, replaced with pride. She's positively radiant, like she just won the gold medal or something. I stagger to a stop and fall to my hands and knees, gasping for air. My heart's pounding far harder than it has in a long time. Uh-oh. I don't think it's done this since... Oh, shit. Oh, God. Please slow down, heart. Just slow down. Stop racing. I cough and for some reason feel a grin crossing my face. So this is how I die, huh? Trying to stay healthy? How ironic. Oh man, this sucks. I'm all ready to give up right there. But then, I feel my heart slow down. 2 hands grab under my arms and tug upwards. I look up and see Emmy standing over me with a mixture of delight and worry.
On your feet. Come on, you'll never catch your breath that way.
Somehow I manage to stand. I try to raise my arms above my head, but they feel like lead. I start to walk around the track while Emmy keeps close to me, like she's afraid I'll fall over or something. She may not be far off. I feel terrible and say so. Emmy laughs.
But you finished, didn't you? You said you couldn't, but you did. Isn't that worth it?
I'm not sure, and I don't really have the breath to say so. But that small grin I felt on my face earlier hasn't left. So what if my heart's weak? I still survived this morning. Maybe I'll survive tomorrow too. I honestly think that this route is physically the healthiest for Hisao, because he's obviously going to work up like a tolerance or at least some sort of like athletic prowess to a degree where hopefully his body is able to handle everything a lot better and it will help him with his everyday life. Yeah, I don't know if this is... It seems like he's getting pounded pretty hard. As soon as it becomes apparent that I'm not going to suddenly keel over, Emmy takes off on her sprints. I don't know how the hell she can manage the sprint after running a mile, but I guess she's in much better shape than me. Once again, as I walk around the track, I can't help watching Emmy sprint. It's weird, but she's like a different person when she's pushing herself. Last time I noticed her eyes, but this time it's her mouth that catches my attention. Oh, she's not wearing her normal grin. She's still smiling, but there's a tightness to it. Oh, because she's worried. It's almost grim, like she's fighting a losing battle but doesn't care. She seems to be running harder like she did yesterday. Sweat has started to pour down her face, but she keeps going. Her mouth finally opens as she can no longer get enough air through her nose. She passes me once more, legs pumping, arms swinging in time, and her lips slightly parted. She looks beautiful. Ah, Hasao. After we've both taken some laps around the track to cool down, Emmy changes back to her usual self. The transformation I saw in her is gone.
Not bad, say Hasao.
There's almost admiration in her voice. What do you mean? I would have stopped if you hadn't yelled at me. Emmy colors a little, seemingly embarrassed about her outburst.
Sorry about that. I just can't stand to see people give up. Especially about something like this. Saying I can't go on is silly when you're obviously going on while you're saying it. That's what this is all about.
What, saying silly things? Emmy sticks her tongue out at me.
Idiot. I mean showing that you're alive.
Showing that I'm alive, huh? I didn't know it had to be so painful. But it does feel pretty good despite that.
Besides, this is one of the hardest days.
What do you mean?
Whenever you start a workout, it's difficult. The first day, really hard the second day, and then the third day is easier. You'll still get days that are really hard, but they'll pop up less and less.
So this will eventually get really easy, huh?
Yeah, of course. But then you have to increase the difficulty, or you'll never get ahead. You'll just get complacent, and you'll lose the sense of accomplishment.
So I'll have to run more than just 4 laps, huh?
Yep, but not for a while. You have to be careful, you know?
A thought strikes Emmy and her face lights up.
Got it.
Got what?
You can come with me to see the nurse. That way you don't fall over dead or anything.
How charming. When?
Right now, of course. You'll need a shower and everything, right? We don't have much time then.
Grabbing my hand, she's off, pulling me along with her. My goodness. But you're in a hurry today, aren't you, Emmy? I have no idea how we got to the nurse's office so fast, but here we are. The nurse grins at Emmy and seems to completely ignore me. Wow, nice, dude. You've got plenty of time to take a shower and get to class, you know. There's no need to run through the hallways like that. I could hear you coming a mile away. Somehow, it doesn't seem like he's actually scolding Emmy at all. It's like this is sort of a routine between the two of them. Emmy does a passable imitation of remorse.
I'm sorry. I won't do it again.
The nurse and Emmy both laugh at some private joke. Suddenly, it seems that he notices me. Ah, hello, Hasao. What brings you here? Well, I've been...
Hasao has officially joined me on my morning runs.
I start to explain, but Emmy cuts me off.
I thought he might need to visit you so that he doesn't die or anything.
The nurse raises his eyebrows in mock horror. Yes, that would certainly put me out of a job fast, wouldn't it? Well then, Hasao, let's have a look at you. Lift up your shirt, would you? I'm suddenly very conscious of the fact that Emmy's in the room with me and blush in spite of myself. The nurse seems to sense my discomfort, but it only seems to amuse him. A bit shy, are we? He makes an apologetic bow to Emmy. Sorry, Emmy, I tried to get you a free show, but it doesn't seem to have worked. Emmy stiffens slightly and fires a look of annoyance at him.
You're an asshole.
Emmy bows to me apologetically.
I'll wait outside, okay, Hasao?
I begin to stammer that it's not really a big deal. She doesn't have to leave, but she's already out the door and the nurse is laughing as he watches her go. Still got it. Ha! I don't follow. He laughs again like he's in on some joke that's over my head. Alright, and guys, with that, I think I'm going to call it quits for this episode. We'll find out more of what the nurse has to say and poke fun at with Hasao. But if you guys enjoyed this episode, please be sure to hit the like button, share the video, and favorite it. Also, be sure to subscribe to me if you guys haven't already. For those of you who have, thank you so much for all of your support. You guys are the best in the world. I love every single one of you, and as always, it was great seeing ya. Bye-bye! This is what I'm talking about. This is how we do it. Please don't fall off my back. That would make me very upset inside. Okay. Oh, slow and steady wins the race. Oh yeah, get out of here, mushrooms. No! 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 Okay, yeah, you're almost there. Yeah, just push it up. You sucky piece of Melanie shit. I hate you.